Yo, what it do? We are back again. The Grounded Show. You feel me? Your
Yes,
boy
sir.
Lester Sanchez, Quincy Jamal, Joe Fernese.
What
What
does
it
it
do,
do?
Fellilers?
Hey man, another day, another dollar, yo boy.
I feel
Season
that,
2,
man.
episode 101.
10, yeah, 101. Yep. No, 102, right?
No,
Didn't
Yeah, we
we
went on
have?
two.
Yeah, I'm tripping. I put the wrong thing on the
yeah,
thing here.
I was about to say 102, then
Yeah,
I saw 101. I was like, hey, just go
yeah,
with the flow.
man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. It's been a whirlwind, bro. The last like few weeks and just
Yeah,
everything that been going on, dog. I don't even know left is right. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you
Just
on that
holding
one.
on for dear life. It'd be funny, man. Something that we've talked about is like when you're going through like problems that it's like it's a situation that you wish that you would be in, but then
Yeah.
like you don't remember it like while you're in it. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
you remember your old set of problems, and you're like, damn, bro, I'm chilling right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like this problem ain't nothing compared to the problem I was having 5 years ago.
Real talk.
And you know
And,
what's?
and,
Go ahead.
yeah. I was thinking today, like, it was just, I left my workout and I'm like, despite me being 40, long as I keep myself out there, try my best, like I still got time to fix all my problems that I swear I have to fix today, you know. And it's sometimes you think it's the end of the world and you're running out of time, but at the same time you gotta just chill, just put a plan in place, start working on it.
Yeah. So another thing that I kind of have realized lately is sometimes that feeling that you have like where you're kind of unsure or you kind of feel like you're in a funky place is like because you're transitioning out of a stage, you know what I mean? So you're like settling into like a new normal slash like a new
Hmm.
routine that's different from your old thing. Like it's funny because it's even kind of seeped into my music because lately I've been like I haven't been uninspired to create music. I haven't been uninspired to be around music, to be in the studio, to work on stuff. Like I've been having like 3 sessions a week, like probably like for the last I don't know, at least like 3, 4 months. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Where like I'm actually linking up with people, where if it's here in my studio, if it's at another studio, it's just consistently working with different people, like just staying on it. And the other side of the music stuff has been kind of like on my mind, and just I'm kind of trying to figure out how to move forward as far as like just simple things, visuals, when to drop something, how to promote it, like all this stuff. And I'm just having like a real awkward kind of battle with it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And recently I just thought about it like, man, I'm transitioning to like another stage in life. So like I can't approach the rollouts and the looks and all that stuff the same. Like I gotta have that reflect like the changes that I'm going through too. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of like the little piece of what I'm doing wrong as far as figuring out how to move forward with certain songs and certain things that I'm working on. It's like I'm kind of trying to put it inside that template of how I've been doing it, as opposed to saying, yo, I'm going into like a different stage. Let's make a new plan for it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm on that type of wave, and I don't know if y'all caught the little message I sent the group chat last week.
Nah, facts.
Mhm.
And it's like, remember we talked about this before I moved to Vegas. I mean, before I moved back from Vegas, and it's like, yo, I get to set up this new routine, and I get to do this, and I get to do that. And like 6 weeks later, I was like, wait a minute, it's not, it's not what I expected it to be at all. I didn't take account factors that come into play when I'm actually here. And I was like, all right, like, no, this is completely different.
Mhm.
So I transitioned into something. I thought I was going to bring Vegas here, adapt, and I'm good. It's like, no, 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 no. Now I got to reevaluate, bring it all back, and really think about how I'm really going to do this. And I'm glad I realized it's 7 months into living here rather than 7 years into living here.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I got time. I got time to still figure this out. But it's definitely like coming to that realization that no, 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 stop,
Yeah.
reevaluate, think of a better way to do it, and move forward with that.
Yeah. But I mean, at least you were able to. recognize it. I think that's really the most important thing is being able to like kind of recognize when something's not one what you expected it, and two, it doesn't feel like where you want it to feel. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel right. So being able to recognize is important.
Yeah, I forgot who it was that said it and phrased it this way, but it's course correcting. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Mhm.
as you're going, you're just making little adjustments and optimizing the flow and optimizing the flight. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure that everything is where it needs to be, and you're always analyzing and never falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
And I'm sure 2 or 3 years from now, I'm probably gonna do it all over again too.
Yeah.
Even if it maybe even sooner, but it never stops. I don't think it ever stops. You get to a
Yeah,
certain point
facts.
in life, state. That's why I seen a lot of homies this weekend that I haven't seen in a long time, and it's like we've never been this age before. We've never dealt with the problems we dealt with today before at this age with the problems we got, with the mentalities we got. So there's nothing to really prepare you for this except prepare you to be ready to tackle it.
Mm.
Facts. Yeah, man. Some some things that's been in the news lately as we kind of get into the stuff we've been talking about this week. Yo, it's funny, man, because just aside from anything, like not even just talking about the situation at all, a little funny thing that I found out of this Michael Rubin Breakfast Club interview and kind of like the backlash to what he said is like, I know some people said it, but I feel like it wasn't as a big thing. It's like, what is like what he phrased it as black hate on hate?
Mhm.
Like that don't even make sense. Black hate on hate, like that's not even like a like you know what I mean? Like black hate on black hate. Is that what he was trying to say? Like, you know what I mean? Like it was funny to me that like the way he phrased it, everybody knew exactly what he meant, but it didn't make any
It didn't
sense,
make
bro.
exact, and that's how you know what he was saying was factual. You know what I mean? Because it's like what he said made no sense,
But
but
everybody
everybody
got it.
knew exactly what he was trying to say. That's why you know it
Crazy
was
dog.
factual, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like you know, basically. First off, before we even get into it, kind of break it down.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Uh,
because
yeah.
I'm not privy to it. I would like
Oh,
some
all right, but
context
yeah, I
behind
got
it.
you. I got it here. So basically, Michael Rubin was on the Breakfast Club. He's the guy that kind of was made famous to us because he
Mhm.
was an owner of the Sixers. And but before that, the thing that got him to that point was basically Fanatics is him. He started like selling like sports stuff like that, like from very, very young, and just kind of built an empire off that. He got a very interesting story. But he
And
was
he's
one
also
of
the
the
guy who throws the all white parties,
yeah,
right?
he's also the guy that throws the all white parties, and he was the guy that was very instrumental, kind of, in getting Meek Mill out of jail because, like, he was one of the big, to be frank, big white voices, white billionaire voices that was talking about something that nobody, no
Yeah,
white
he's
billionaire was
advocating
going to
for him.
talk about before. You know what I mean? Like,
mhm.
he had a special interest just because he had a relationship with Meek Mill, and it led him to kind of get involved in that. And he was on the Breakfast Club just promoting Fanatics Fest, which was I don't know if y'all heard about that. That looked like it was super dope. Basically, it was like, so Fanatics has rights now for like a lot of stuff like WWE, MLB, NFL, NBA, just as far as apparel and things they're selling. And then they ended up buying one of the card companies, and they're starting to put out cards like basically
Trading cards.
yeah, trading cards like
Mhm.
but they have rights. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like the thing about cards that makes them valuable is like if you have the rights from the organizations to be able to actually put the logos on it, like to make them official. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because there's a lot of unlicensed cards out there where you could find like an autograph of like a super dope player or a rookie card or something like that.
yeah.
But the reason why it's cheap is because it's an unlicensed product. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
almost like if you designed a card yourself and got somebody to sign it, like the value is
Right.
just going to be whatever's, whatever somebody deems the value is, and you're a random person, so they're not going to value it that high.
Yeah.
So basically, that was a tangent, but anyway, he was on the Breakfast Club promoting Fanatics Fest, where he had just different athletes from different sports there doing Q&As and autograph signings. They were selling stuff. It was like an experience. It's basically like a Comic Con but for sports.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
So he was
Never
promoting
done
that.
before.
and they were just asking him about like you was alluding to, Joe, the all white parties, you know, the rumors that swirl from like the pictures and videos that come out from them, you know, the different stuff, like, you know, him making Meek Mill bunny hop in a video, you know, them little weird hugs they be giving each other in the
Yeah.
videos and pictures and stuff, like, so they were just kind of asking him about that, and he started off saying basically like he don't even understand where the Meek Mill gay stuff is coming from, because he's like, that guy, he's like, there's nothing wrong with gay people, but Meek Mill don't have a gay bone in his body. That's basically what he was saying. And then the next thing he said is like, that's the one thing I've learned about, you know, like, I'm just being blunt because it's me. It's the one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like, is that black hate on hate.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, he kind of said it as a throwaway comment, but then he said it again later in the interview. And then Charlemagne was like, expound on that, because I heard you say it earlier and I wanted you to break it down then. And basically, he was just saying like that he feels like in the black community, like black people hate on each other and like kind of tear each other down. And it
Mm-hmm.
kind of led into, so I'm gonna say my side of it, and then I'll throw it to you, Quincy. Like, it kind of just led me to talk about it with my wife a little bit, because like we're both business owners, we're both dealing with like people face to face, and we always notice that whenever somebody finds out we're Puerto Rican and they're Puerto Rican, it's like at that point they no longer want to treat us professionally. At that
Mm-hmm.
point, it's like, give me a deal, let's do it, you know, kind of like a mom and pop kind of way. But you see them, you know, going to white people, black people, and they'll just accept whatever that person tells them. They're like
Mm-hmm.
a perfect customer or whatever. But as soon as they find out you're Puerto Rican, it's like, nah, bro, you're the homie. Like, we're not gonna respect you. You're just gonna give it to us for the low, and we're gonna be out of here. You know what I mean? So like, I say that to say I feel like, as I don't know other communities, but that's definitely something that I've seen in my community as well. Like, people definitely just get this kind of thing in them where it's like they feel like because you guys are from the same island, for some reason you owe them something, and it's like, bro, like you should hold me higher than somebody else, if anything,
Mm-hmm.
because we're coming from a similar place and we understand each other on a
Yeah.
deeper level than other people would understand each other. So you should be happy to put money in my pocket. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's like, it's something that I can't stand. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely does happen. So go ahead, Quincy. Speaking directly on the topic, you know,
Yeah. So basically, for me, the way I saw it, kind of first off, to address it from the Michael Rubin standpoint, you know, we as a culture, like, we can look at somebody like Donald Trump and call him a racist and call him all these things, and people will just eat it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We can look at so many different things like as black people and pick at it. And if it's true, it'll stick. You know what I mean? But the moment that, and I mean, I probably get a lot of slack for this, but it is what it is because it's true. The moment that anybody outside of black culture speaks on black culture, it's immediately like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You shouldn't be saying that. You can't say this. You can't say that. And it's like, bro, if it's true, it's true. Like, the way I see it, he was absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he had to apologize for it to me is like ridiculous. You know what I mean? And like, I could speak from personal experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you who I was cool with when I was dirt poor. I could tell you who fell off when I got to minimum wage. I could tell you who fell off to when I got to, you know what I'm saying, an average salary. I could tell you who fell off to when I got slightly above average salary. Every step of the way, there was friends that turned into haters that were black for no reason. Like, I would have gave them the shirt off my back, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they just, things changed, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden it came with the hate, and it's the crabs in the barrel mentality. And to go to your point, Lester, I feel like a lot of times, like us, me as a black person, you as a Hispanic person, we deal with like certain things where it's just the crabs in the barrel. If you look at the Asian culture, they work together so well. Overall, I'm
Yeah.
not going to speak to them 100%. I mean, obviously, every race is going to have their people that are, haters within their own culture. But I just see that it happens in black culture a lot. I mean, look at how many rappers have been killed just coming out of their situation and being slightly successful. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, and then on top of that, think about social media, bro. Like, what gets the most engagement? 9 times out of 10, it's somebody making fun of somebody. You know what I mean? And look
Yep.
and on their downfall. Like that's the things that people are laughing at, and that's the things that are getting people most engaged. It's just part of the culture. So what he's saying is facts. You know,
Yeah.
so it's like to be mad at him for saying it. I get it. Yeah, maybe if Jay-Z said it, you would have listened a little bit more. But if it's facts, it's facts.
See, I like that you said that, because my initial gut reaction to what you're saying is like, I feel what you're saying, but I don't feel like it's his place to speak on it, especially when nobody even asked him to speak on it. Like, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? He volunteered it. It's like, bro, that's not your place to talk about. But at the same time, nobody was talking about it before he said it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I
But then
mean?
on top of that, I mean, who are we to say it's not his place? How many black people came to that all-white party?
Mm,
You get what I'm saying? Who are we to say it's not his place when it's what he's seeing every day? He has the biggest sports, well, not biggest, but one of the biggest sports companies, you know what I'm saying, in the world. And most of the sports contain black people.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's dealing with hip hop and sports with is majorly black dominated industries. You know,
Exactly. So it's like,
so he sees firsthand how they treat each other, and it's a
right.
lot of it that goes down.
yep. Yeah,
So,
man. It's crazy, bro. I think there is something to what you said though, Quincy, because I deal with a lot of South Americans, Mexicans, you know what I mean, just because of like my business, you know what I mean? I'm setting people up with like basically like whenever you start in a business, all the branding and everything, like I've done that
mhm,
for so many companies.
mhm,
And it's a thing where it's like you see the people that are coming and you seeing even the mentality of how they're thinking when they're even pulling up. You know what I
mhm,
mean? Like I see how Puerto Rican people come and how they kind of execute their A to Z as far as getting their business set up versus like a Mexican, Guatemalan, you know
mhm,
what I mean? And I gotta say, Mexicans for sure, bro, they get here, they start as like a lawn guy for a company. In
mhm,
6 months, he got his own lawn maintenance company. 6 months after that, he got guys working for him. Another
mhm,
6 months after that, he got 5 trucks. You know what I mean? Like,
mhm,
I'm not seeing Puerto Rican people do that. You know what I'm saying? You
mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing where it ain't a stereotype if it's true, dog. You know what I
That's all I'm
mean?
saying.
And unless you're trying to, seriously look at yourself and say, we messing up. You know what I mean? Like, if nobody wants to realize that, we gonna be stuck for a long time,
Yeah,
bro.
And that's my quote to it, man. It's like, don't hate the messenger if the message is true until we do what it takes to make it untrue.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Facts.
you're 100%. And it all depends on the industry, and that's why when like for instance in the industries like the executive industries, that's why. Well, personally for me, people of color in my industry, the Key and Peele sketch, and what Barack Obama did
Hmm.
when he shakes the white people hand, and when it's the color person he taps him, because he
Hmm.
knows the struggle and he
Right.
knows what it is. And I'm telling you, I never realized I do it until my manager went from a white person to a color person. So now when I see my white people management, I shake their hands formally. How you doing, sir? Everything's all good. But then when my colored people come in, my guy, what's good with you? How you doing? Everything's real. Because it's
Yeah.
different. It's like we could be real with each other. We know what it took to get there, and it's not like we got to fake the funk because we understand that process that it took to get who you are and have to act a certain way for them to accept you.
Hmm.
Um, and I think the same thing for them. So just because you get invited to a Mike Rubin party and or you did certain things to build your business stuff, there's certain things you had to do to get there, and it's not just going to be given to you without you working to get to that spot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it kind of even goes into something I was saying last week as far as people speaking on stuff that they know nothing about. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like, unless you come from that struggle and you really like know what that experience was like, you can immediately see it in somebody else if they really about it or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's
Okay.
something that me and Quincy talk about with like our experiences in the music too. Like just moving around where, everybody wanna have a mentality like, well, we're from the hood, you know what I mean? But then
Hmm.
when you're moving around and you're really around people and seeing what they're about, like it's really easy to see who's really about it because you can't fake like a real experience. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you're not catching the references, if you not if you just not if you don't got the feel for the thing that you're talking about, bro, it just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Big
mean?
Hmm.
time.
Like you're never gonna get away with trying to act like you something you're not, because somebody that's really about it, no matter what
Hmm.
it is, bro, they're gonna smell you out.
That's why you can't fake it.
Hmm.
Like, bro, don't act the way around me. Like, I know who you are. I know where you from. You don't
Facts.
have to act that way around me.
That's like the easiest way, like for me, to like put somebody in that box of like, all right, bro, you're gonna
Can't
stay
bang with
real
you.
far away from me, because as
Can't
soon as
bang
I
with
feel like they trying to relate or something, bro, like
you.
that's it, that thing to me, bro, like that insincere trying to relate thing where
Yeah.
they trying to make it seem like you're on, they're just gonna try to figure out your vibe and try to get on your wavelength right away. Like, bro,
Yeah.
that thing that's so fake. As soon as somebody's on that, it's like, nah, bro.
Or I have colleagues who be like, "Oh, you play Call of Duty? Give me your gamer tag." I'm like, "Yeah, you ain't never gonna get an invite from me, but here's my gamer tag, my guy."
Right. Right.
Nah, facts, bro. And it's like there's just, and it's something that I've noticed with one of the newer people that I've been working with. It's like a homie of mine that's kind of done music in like a playful way, but now is actually trying to lay stuff down. And he has like a synthesizer, so that's kind of like how he got into it. And he came over like once. We kind of talked about like what kind of music he was trying to make. The next time he came over, we actually started trying to like cook up and get familiar with like the elements of the cook up, you know what I mean? As far as like how we can start working on something. We just kind of built the chemistry like that till we get to like the sixth, seventh time that we link up. And then finally we were able to put together a beat that was dope. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like where it was actually like, all right, cool. Like we both dig this. This has some good sounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that we're proud of. And I told him, like, bro, a lot of people don't even get to this point when it comes to like music or just like hobbies and stuff like that. It's like if it don't work in the first or second try, they're on to the next thing. Or they're just like, oh man, I suck at this, or oh man, like, yeah, they think everything is just like it's just gonna click right away, and it's like, nah, bro. Like for you to
Hmm.
really get good at something, you got to go through them dirty stages, dog.
Yeah.
Also, the people you want to you see potential in, you give them that advice. If you didn't care, like I said, there's a bunch of things that I say to people that I care about. And there's a bunch of that I don't say to people that I don't care about. It's like, but if you see someone really trying and like there's potential that you're getting that advice, like it's gonna take you some work to get there, my dude. And you got to put that work in.
Yeah, facts, man. And that kind of goes perfectly into like the next topic, and it was like almost right on cue that
Hmm.
this was a headline like after the Michael Rubin interview, because you got Hurricane Chris. Everybody that's old like us remembers Hurricane Chris. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Hey,
Hey,
back.
baby.
That's all
Hey,
you
baby.
remember.
Facts. So he's a Louisiana artist, and 50 Cent recently bought a lot of property in Shreveport, Louisiana, and kind of like cut a deal with the government there to get some tax breaks and stuff just to create a movie studio in Louisiana. Like, it's gonna bring a lot of money to the state, bring a lot of money to the city. It's gonna give them something that is gonna make them a destination. Like, he's doing a lot for Louisiana by setting up there. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's incentive in it for him, but also he don't got to do it. He's putting up his own money to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So Hurricane Chris basically went on his social media and was like down in 50 Cent saying, "Oh, you're not booking any of like the legends from the city." He named a couple guys and then he
Oh,
named
like
himself.
Louisiana artists.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Gotcha.
he named a couple guys and named himself, and then named some guys from like other cities like Boosie, because he's from Baton Rouge. And he's like, You ain't pay no Louisiana rappers, but you paid the police $500,000. Now, the context of that is the event that 50 Cent held, which is like a whole weekend
Mm-hmm.
in Louisiana. I mean, I believe the venue held 3,000 people. Okay, so keep in mind 3,000 people for the things I'm gonna name. It doesn't make sense. Like as far as like you can tell that he came out of pocket for this.
Yeah.
He had comedians there like Dave Chappelle, Andrew Schultz. He had some Louis. He had what's his name Fredo Bang perform.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That he's from Louisiana,
Master P.
apparently. Master P performed with
Mm-hmm.
obviously from Louisiana. He had like actors, comedians. They had a car show over there, like, and DJ Envy was saying that 50 was directing him to deal with the people locally in Louisiana to make sure that it was a Louisiana car show. It's like, nah, you're not just
Yeah.
bringing your car show here. You're gonna do it with the local guys, so it's a Louisiana car show. So he went out of his way to make it a thing. You know what I'm saying? So to me, Hurricane Chris coming out and saying this is like, bro, you obviously sound like you're just mad that you didn't get tapped in for this.
Mm-hmm. Because you
Right.
need the
You know what I
check.
mean?
You know what it's giving? The game at the Kendrick pop out.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a
dang,
perfect.
good
Yeah.
callback.
That's
Perfect.
what it's
Perfect.
giving.
Perfect connection.
No, that is perfect because that's exactly what it feels like, man. And it's like if you don't recognize how much money he's bringing to your state, your city, like,
For the
come on,
culture,
man. Like,
for where
Bro.
what represents you, even
if
though
if
you're not even as relevant as you used to be at that point. I don't know. I can't talk about. I don't know how, about his status there, but it's like I
But
don't
Bro.
want to mix those
even
two
just
together.
not having the vision to say, bro, they're setting up roots over here. They're building things
Yeah,
over here. This
Bro.
is gonna generate more people coming here. I'm gonna be able to get more shows.
yeah,
You know,
Come on,
maybe
man.
I'll be able to work with 50 in the future just because he's gonna be over here more and get
But
tapped
you
into
already
more
burned that
artists.
bridge. Stupid.
Facts,
there it is.
exactly.
Stupid.
That's what
There
it
you
is.
go.
So,
He's
but
setting up ties for the next 100 years, and you burnt that bridge in the first month, bro.
stupid. And this is the craziest part. Like, and this is how ignorant sometimes we are as people, bro. Like, you want to compare him spending money on artists to him spending money on police. When as of May of this year, Louisiana is ranked number 50 in crime in the United States. Number
Right.
50. It's the worst state in the country
Hmm.
for crime. And the first thing you want to yell out is how many police he's bringing to an event that's supposed to open up. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to be your big hoorah for what you're bringing to the city. And you want to bring up the fact that he's bringing police.
Not to mention, the weekend went off without a hitch, no
No,
crime, no shooting, no
nothing.
nothing, nothing,
Nothing.
Yep.
nothing, nothing. A perfect weekend.
Perfect
It
weekend.
was a perfect weekend. It was the weekend of all times.
It was one of the best weekends ever. I can't think of a weekend that was better than that.
The amount of businesses that made, I mean, yeah, the business that made money from 50 coming to that. I mean, the restaurants, the hotels, the
Bruh,
Uber drivers, the
bruh.
vendors, and it's like, bro, and
The
you,
tips
I
that was
mean,
in the waitresses and waiters'
come
pockets.
on, man. And the first thing you want to do is do exactly what Mike Rubin was saying that we do is hate on the man
Immediately. And I'm telling you,
immediately.
you know what was cool? What's cool is to feel some type of way, but don't burn your bridge. And that's what I tell everybody. Wait till like you're part of it and you're good and everything's good. And then you could be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just let you know I felt some type of way about the first time you did it, I wasn't involved, but now we're good. But I want to let you know I felt some type of way. And this is like just this personal relationship that I deal with in a regular day life. Like
Yeah.
there's time to tell somebody when you felt some type of way. But if you say it at the wrong time, it's gonna set a precedence that you never expected and you never wanted to happen.
But you also got to think about the amount of people that came into Shreveport that knew nothing about Shreveport, but they came for this event. And Hurricane Chris, I'm sorry, but all I know from you is a baby
Yeah.
and drop and
I
give me
literally
50.
I literally
That's
just looked up
it.
some stuff and I ain't seen nothing else.
That's all I know from you. So if I'm coming into the city and you came out, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm kind of mad because I don't know much of your music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. You really doing it's looking real bitter, you know, and that's your own internal condemnation. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Facts, man. To a certain point, it's kind of like we always talk about, like people just let them talk and they're gonna reveal themselves. The same with us, you know what I mean? At this point, people have heard us enough to know like what we feel and where we lean and all these things. And it's like people are gonna reveal themselves in the things they say. And that, bro, when it's so transparent, man, like I always be thinking, dog, like when people record videos like that, they don't watch them back, like they don't think about it, like is it like, oh, I'm just and then they just press send and throw their phone across the room, you know what I mean? Like what's going on in their minds? Because like there's no way half of these videos that I be seeing, these people are feeling confident when they're posting them. Like there's no way they're watching them back saying, yes, I did exactly what I was set
I
out to
did my
do
big one.
and I hit it out the park.
I did my
Like
big
there's
one.
no way, bro.
Yo, that's
Nah,
crazy,
insane.
dog. It's insane, bro. But
Yo,
you know, it goes back to what we were saying earlier, bro. It's just it's something that we do, man, and it's a bad it, you can't be mad at Mike Rubin for saying the truth, bro. Like we can say all day that, like, you know, he it's not his place, but bro, if I work, hey, so you're telling me it's not my place to say that corporate America does not favor black people when I'm around it all the time?
I was gonna say that. You said it. You
Come
said it
on,
with all
man.
those opportunities you fought for. You spoke out what the reason is, and I know that, and I agreed with you. And I
You know what
said,
I
yeah.
mean? So
And
it's
I
like
said,
you can't.
you in that situation.
It's like if you see it, it's what you see. You
Yeah,
know, it is what it is, man.
it
nah,
is real
facts.
talk.
That's correct, bro. Man, on a lighthearted note to go out with, bro. And shout out to the homie Matt, man. He's been pulling up, and we've been working on some content that I'm gonna start posting soon, man. I'm excited about it.
Mm.
But shout out to Matt because we was talking about it a little bit too. And he was the one that kind of like validated my feelings because he felt the same way, dog. I've been watching The Boys, right?
Mm.
So I'm watching The Boys. Show's fire, bro. A little too grotesque for my taste, right? Like
That took me
It
out of
takes
it.
it there. It takes it
I
there.
if it
haven't
was
gone
up to
back
me,
since.
if it was up to me, the grotesqueness would be less. But I like the story enough that I'll keep watching. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'll go
I
back to
rock
it.
with it. I rock
Mm.
with it.
If you bang with it, someone like you bang with it, I'll go back to
No,
it.
no, hey, but
Mm.
I'm about to.
Oh,
Yo,
okay,
the
okay, I got
other
it. I
the
got it.
other shoe. You remember the other shoe, right? Like we
Yeah.
had the first shoe. Now the other shoe is about to drop.
Mm.
Because basically with that show, it's a tremendous amount of penis, dog. Why is it
Mm.
so much penis in The Boys? Hey, yo,
Yo,
Hey,
dog.
yo.
that better not become the top clip when you
Every
generate
time I
this.
watch this show, I gotta be
Yeah.
Oh man.
oh, oh,
That show is not demure. I'll tell you that much. That
yo.
show is
That
not
shit's
They're
not
demure.
not
them.
demure about penis, dog. There's no demureness about the peerness. I'll tell you that much, dog.
Yo.
Nah, I mean, they overdo it. As I say, when it started with the milk, that's when I was like, all right, they wild,
Bruh.
they on
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, bro, it's too grotesque for my taste, but I like the story and everything enough that I'm invested.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
because it kind of like gets worse. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as bad in the beginning, but as you get to like the end of second season, third, fourth season, it's like,
Yeah,
bro,
they like, we
what's
got
going
you now,
on,
so you just
dog?
have to deal with it.
no, I do. They put a lot of concepts of realism into the fantasy world. Like if we really did live in a fantasy world, what a lot of people really feel we do, if you really apply that realism to it, we
Yeah,
could
that,
never
that that's the
survive.
thing that hooked me.
We can never.
Mhm.
I could say top five first episodes ever in any show ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
fire,
first
That
bro.
first
episode is
episode,
crazy.
top five
Crazy,
first
bro.
episodes ever in any show ever seen.
The
That's
first
when I was
5 minutes.
yo, wow,
Facts, bro.
never imagined that. I love the Avengers, but thinking about it, I don't know if I
Bruh.
want to live in that world.
Yeah.
The thing for me that just always stuck, that was like, dog, what the hell was Huey's girl, bruh?
Dog.
when A
Nah.
Train just runs through her, like, oh my gosh, what is
That's what I'm
going
talking
on,
about.
bro?
Think
Dog,
I
about
was like,
5
what's
minutes into
going
the
on,
show,
bro?
that's what I'm
bro.
saying. Like nobody ever. You love those fantasy movies, but if you bring that fantasy into realism, think about how shit would really be.
Facts.
Hmm.
But yeah, man, it's dope. And it's like, bro, I'm one of those people that I feel like nudity is kind of unnecessary in movies and stuff in
Uh,
general. You know what I mean? Like I've
As a kid,
never,
no, but as an adult, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I've never seen it in a movie where I was like, oh, that made sense. Like it always feels gratuitous. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's like the fact that they're extra gratuitous about it on top of that is like, bruh. And it's mad penis, dog.
Mhm.
Gosh, don't do it, bruh. Don't do it.
You can get your point across without flashing everything.
Facts. Yeah, that would be my only gripe with the show, man. The amount of blood and gore
Mhm.
and the exorbitant amount of penis.
And
I tell
lactation.
you what, bro, if you ain't made it to season 4 yet, hold on.
Buckle up.
It's about to get even worse.
There's more penis ahead.
It's worse than penis, dog. What can be worse than that? Yeah, it gets worse.
Yo, if this turns into a clip, I'm posting it. I'm logging into there and I'm posting this.
Bruh,
It's gonna blow up like
the
me
realest
taking
thing
my Drake records down.
the realest thing would be if somebody came out with a video with the penis counter. Hey yo.
Yo.
Yeah. How many times they came across the episode? Hey yo.
Yo.
Oh my
I didn't even know
god.
something like that existed.
Yo. But yeah, man.
We here next week. What's up? We got a big week next weekend.
Yeah, man, we do.
Yeah, facts, bro. We
Mm-hmm.
going to DR for Quincy's wedding, dog.
To
Yes,
cats.
sir.
We about to definitely record some content out there just
Yeah.
to catch the vibes. Bro, we got to record like an episode by the beach, bro.
That'll be
That's what I'm thinking.
so
If we
fun.
just take like 15, 20 minutes out of the day and pop something out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do a nighttime beach episode.
Sheesh.
I'm gonna have a GoPro. We just need some lighting.
Mm.
Yeah, facts. We got the I think I got the night vision too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be dope, bro.
Yeah. Shout out. I'm
Can't
glad.
wait.
It's been a long time since we have all three been in the same place, and we're gonna be in the same place for more than 24 hours straight.
Facts.
This is one first experience that we've ever had to do this before, and I'm very much looking.
Dog, I've never been on a trip like this, dog.
This would be my bro. This is my first.
dynamic and friendships with that, right?
Robin was
This
just
is gotta
telling
be
me earlier.
crazy,
She was
dog.
like, "Bro, this is gonna be your first stamp on your passport, bro."
Same, bro.
Yeah.
But like I've never been to an all-inclusive resort, bro. Like I've been on a cruise.
Mm.
You know, like Quincy just said, I'm the same, bro. I had to get a passport for this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dog, this is
Listen,
crazy.
just follow my lead. If you want to be in bed by 8 p.m., you want to get pictures taken by your wife to show all your friends, just follow my lead. No. I told her, I said, I ain't doing that this trip. I
don't believe you.
No, well, other trips, it's not. I don't have a mandatory event to be to.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm not doing that this trip.
Nah, bro. This is the part that neither of you. I don't know if you've realized it, but I don't know if you've thought about it. But you guys together,
all
you
inclusive,
and Quincy together,
all inclusive. It's about to be crazy.
That
I'm
first
gonna say
night,
this.
that first night,
I'm gonna say this.
y'all are I'm gonna tell you this. Y'all are gonna be throwing chunks.
Dog.
Oh no. I never do.
I ain't gonna lie, I do.
Oh, okay. No. But I do want to prepare for one thing. If we see karaoke, we need to be ready.
I'm with it.
We need to have the track ready.
I'm with it.
We need to have a track ready for them.
Tell me, what is it? We got to figure it out right now. Let's get a lineup. Let's get a lineup going.
Let's see 3 people.
We need song with 3 people.
That
Bro, you know what will be
or the Locks.
Nah, you tripping. we gotta sing an R&B song.
Yeah, we gotta sing, dog. Yeah,
Are
like
you drunk, bro?
No. That's my first step. So when we went out to Mexico, bruh, I picked the wrong song and I need redemption.
We gotta sing.
I need redemption.
My recommendation is Next, Too Close.
Oh, yes.
I was gonna say TLC Creep, but I guess we can go with this. No, but real talk, we got to think. Well, it's gonna take time. That is a sensitive process. We need to have the right song, but we will be captured if there is
we're gonna
karaoke
get Schwavy at some point, and we're even if there's not karaoke, we're just gonna create it out of thin air, bro.
For real talk. Damn, I might bring that mic that just is loud. Just be ready for it. It is not on. Every single place I've ever went to that had karaoke, I have performed, and if it's there, y'all better be with it because I know y'all performers, so y'all better be with it.
Me and Val did on Bended Knee on a cruise one time.
Fire. Me and Robin did karaoke a couple weeks ago.
No air.
Me and Robin did no air together on the cruise.
That's what I'm saying. I remember that. I hit back the crew. I was like, "Yo, my boy and his fiance did no air." I was like, "Yes."
That shit was hard,
crazy. I tried to get wifey out there with me, so she let me embarrass myself, but it's okay.
That cruise karaoke is always fire, man. Like,
they
always got it like set. At least like I've only been on Royal. Like on Royal, they always got it set up like in a nice bar, tavern looking area. You know what I mean? And it's like really nice how they got it set up. And then they got the live one too that they be doing where it's like an actual band.
The one we did in Mexico was a full-blown stage.
That's fire.
By yourself, and it was a full audience, like if you were literally performing a show. And Mega, he did you got it bad. That guy blew that shit out the water, my dude. And then I had to go perform after him, and then I picked some stupid ass Bad Fish song from Sublime, and everybody was like,
Fish? What is that?
I know. I was selfish.
My
wife was like, because she was like, everybody's like, you did so good, but nobody knows that song. I was like, oh,
yeah, that's the key to karaoke. You gotta do a song people can sing with you.
Yeah. So ever since then, I texted Chad like, I should have done this song. I should have done this song.
Yo, low key, the cheat code song for that is This Is How We Do It, bro.
Dang.
Yeah.
That one, yo, if you want to just get a guarantee, like I'm gonna hit it out the park with this karaoke, is if somebody hasn't done it yet, because they usually do. This is how we do it, bro.
Bro, some dude went up there and did the burr is the word. And he just said, yo, I was like, all right, but let's say this. I did better than him though, right? I did better than him at least, right? Yeah.
Facts. The unknown is better than the known.
For real. So hey, we gonna do. I'm telling you, we better come back for this. Who knows when's the next time we're gonna be able to do something like this? Quincy's already he went to go think of the song already.
But yeah, man. I guess that's the cue to get out of here and stay.